ready to make a banana happy? Suck it.
I remember the first time I saw a porn film. I was 16 and my first boyfriend showed me.
Everybody's gonna want to be booking you for crazier and crazier shit.
As a young woman, porn has colored a lot of my relationships and my view of sex.
Lick my fucking shoe.
I started to realize how much porn people are watching and how big part of it is of our culture. So I decided when I wanted to make the longer version to go to LA, and so I did that in 2014, and during 4 or 5 years I was like digging my way into the inner core of the porn world, and it really changed me and in many ways, and I based everything in the film on those experiences.
Are you here for business or pleasure?
Pleasure. I'm here to be the next big porn star.
In the beginning, I wanted to make a film about porn. Now I see the film more as a like a study on structures, patriarchal structures that exists in every industry. So like more using the porn industry as a backdrop or like a metaphor in a way of what it's like being a young woman in a male-dominated world.
Felt very safe, and also she's a woman, so I think it would have been a completely different story if the director was a male. I would not have done the movie, but Ninja made me feel very safe. She was very open about the vision with the movie and what her vision was.
And how did you work on set for the sex scenes?
It was a lot of preparation and rehearsing and like talking about all the frames. And then it's not actually like a lot of them are not as naked as you might think, because
I wore underwear quite a lot. Yeah,
like sometimes you were like
wearing pants and
the waist down, and we had like a little patch that was like covering.
Yeah. I was never completely naked.
No, and you were able to like choose the performers that you wanted to work with, so that and get to know them before and stuff like that.
Yeah, so there was Ninja didn't really just pick some random person and then tell me like you're doing a sex scene with this person. I was very involved in that too, and I was able to say which actor I felt more comfortable depending on the scene.
Was the crew smallest during those scenes?
Yeah, the violent scene was a really small crew, at least in the room. I mean, there was the rest of the crew outside, but we were like a very small crew in the room that we were shooting. But also during that day, we had this rule that everyone in that room were able to say cut or stop at any time, so that it wasn't only like on Sofia or me to be able to feel if things were going too far or feeling uncomfortable. Because that's what the scene is about, that it's sometimes hard to, if you want to do a good work, or like that you feel the pressure of doing something, and that it can be really hard to say no. Like do reverse the camera, looking at the other angle, seeing what the main protagonist is seeing, everything that is going on outside of the traditional porn frame. I wanted the audience to almost be there as if they were her.
The movie is not about being good or bad, it's about showing a reality that very few people has insight into. And I think that this is a great way for especially young people to educate themselves and hopefully have more healthy relationships rather than toxic and destructive ones.